The iPhone 5C is in many ways the distillation of what people love about the iPhone 5. It's simpler, more essential, yet it's more capable and certainly more colorful. We continue to refine that experience, dramatically blurring the boundaries between the two, making it more powerful, more intuitive, and ultimately more useful. iPhone 5C is beautifully, unapologetically plastic. Multiple parts have been reduced to a single polycarbonate component whose surface is continuous and seamless. I think that designs with a real coherence are the result of developing form, material, and color in unison, each element informing and in many ways defining the other, creating a significant and a meaningful design. Just as with its appearance, we took the same fanatical care with how the iPhone 5C feels in your hand. That sense of quality and integrity that's synonymous with the iPhone. That meant developing the design by creating a whole new structural architecture. It starts with a single piece of polycarbonate, into which we install a steel reinforced frame, creating a bespoke assembly that doubles as an antenna. We then add the rear plate. We then machine holes for the buttons, ensuring perfect alignment. And then the entire assembly goes through multiple finishing processes, including a clear lacquer hardcoat that creates a durable and incredibly glossy surface. This whole process culminates in an extraordinarily rigid structure and a solid, dense feel that you would not expect from a plastic product. From the beginning, we wanted to design cases as colorful and as well-made as the iPhone itself. The soft, matte, microfiber-lined silicone is a very intentional contrast to the glossy, hardcoat finish of the iPhone. The result is a case that extends and complements the product while offering dozens of colorful combinations.
Like the beautiful 4-inch Retina display, blazing fast performance and console-level graphics from the A6 chip, the 8-megapixel iSight camera, and an impressive battery life. And now, we've added more LTE bands than any other smartphone in the world. And we've given it a new FaceTime HD camera for even better FaceTime calls and self-portraits. Beyond that, it comes with iOS 7, which includes new features like Control Center, AirDrop, and iTunes Radio. Combined with a ton of other great features, iOS 7 creates an experience that's even simpler, more useful, and more enjoyable. iOS 7 is designed to complement the iPhone 5C beautifully. The wallpapers are color-matched to the exterior, and the translucency inherent in iOS 7 carries this color through everything you do. This is just another great example of how we design and engineer our products in concert.
That's the iPhone 5C. It's the vivid realization of hardware and software together in one device. iPhone 5S is our most refined iPhone to date. It is meticulously designed, engineered, and crafted. But it's the remarkable innovation inside the iPhone 5S that sets a new precedent. It's not just rampant technology for technology's sake. It's what led us to create Touch ID.
With just a touch of your home button, the Touch ID sensor quickly reads your fingerprint and automatically unlocks your phone. You can even use it to authorize purchases through our stores for music, movies, TV shows, apps, and books. Setting up Touch ID to recognize your fingerprint is easy, and every time you use it, it gets better at reading your print. It can read multiple fingerprints and read them in any orientation. The technology within Touch ID is some of the most advanced hardware and software we put in any device. The button itself is made from sapphire crystal, one of the clearest, hardest materials available. This protects the sensor and acts as a lens to precisely focus it on your finger. The steel ring surrounding the button detects your finger and tells Touch ID to start reading your print. The sensor uses advanced capacitive touch to take, in essence, a high-resolution image of your fingerprint from the subepidermal layers of your skin. It then intelligently analyzes this information with a remarkable degree of detail and precision. It categorizes your print by one of three basic types: arch, loop, or whorl. It maps individual details in the ridges that are smaller than the human eye can see, and even inspects minor variations in ridge direction caused by pores and edge structures. Touch ID uses all this to provide the most accurate match and a very high level of security. All fingerprint information is encrypted and stored inside the secure enclave in our new A7 chip. Here, it is locked away from everything else, accessible only by the Touch ID sensor. It's
Touch ID defines making something as important as security so effortless and so simple. We believe that technology is at its very best, at its most empowering, when it simply disappears.
one of the things people love most about their iPhone is they can take great photos with it. iPhone 5S lets you do even more with photos and video. It makes the world's most popular camera even better. With iPhone 5S, we started with a wider f2.2 aperture. That, combined with our new state-of-the-art 8-megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor that is 15% larger than before, means each 1.5 micron pixel can convert 33% more light into image data. This is all processed by the new A7 chip with 64-bit desktop-class architecture. That's a lot of numbers that basically mean the pictures you take will have greater dynamic range, with more details in the highlights and shadows, and less overall noise in the image.
In low light, iPhone 5S uses the new auto image stabilization. When you press the shutter, it imperceptibly takes up to 4 very quick photos, intelligently merging them to reduce blurring from camera shake and subject motion. And in really low light, it uses the all-new True Tone Flash. iPhone 5S measures the color temperature of the available light, then fires the white and amber flashes together in just the right ratio to create a balanced image. The colors in your photos will look truer and your skin tones more natural. iPhone 5S also has some fun new camera features, like photo burst mode. It continually captures at 10 images a second when you hold down the shutter. Advanced algorithms help select the individual photos or sequence of photos you might like best. And the new slow motion feature lets you shoot HD video at 120 frames per second. You can then select a specific section you want played back at quarter speed. All these features are the result of hardware and software working together, and let iPhone do the rest.